Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome in, welcome home. So we have a full moon, pick a card. As always, if you're drawn to more than one pile, that's fine. If something's not resonating with you, try another pile or the previous pick a cards I have listed on my channel. They are timeless reads, okay? There's zodiac ones on there as well, individual zodiacs, and also pick a cards for each elemental sign, group of signs. Please keep it in mind, I'm doing this as potential future outcome that's coming towards you, but it could come up that stuff that's happened in your past, it might resonate, or the present that's going on. And then if some of it's like a bang load is resonating and then there's pieces that's not really touching, that could be potentially for your future. So feel free to come back to this at a later date. I am doing this on November 19th of 2021. It is a timeless read though, so if you're seeing this, January, February of 2022, whenever you're seeing it, it's still valid for you. If it resonates, then it was for you, right? There is a full moon tonight. Actually, the eclipse happened early this morning. There was an eclipse on top of it, 121 as I look over. The full moon is good for paying attention to signs from the divine and listening to your intuition. Sometimes there could be unnecessary worry that you are doing on, trivial things. It is a good time to let go of your fears, and revelations are coming towards you that will make everything clear. So this is another moon card from one of the tarot decks I have. But for group 1, we have the pink moon. Group 2, we have the yellow moon. And group 3, we have the green moon. And as usual, the timestamps will be below if you don't want to watch me get the cards for each group, okay? But I like to do it on camera because, So, it is a general read. So also asking your guides to help you to see the messages or guidance that you might need to see or hear right now. Asking them to help you see or hear with your heart. And not really worrying on details that may not resonate. So what do we have for group 1? Angel, spirits, and guides, please and thank you. Group 1. Group 1. Group 2, please. Thank you. That came over really quick. And I already said if you're drawn to more than one pile, that's fine as well, right? That one's for you. On the bottom of the deck, we have surround yourself with protective energy. So being mindful and practicing that when you're interacting with people, before you start your day, before you scroll social media, it is very essential because the full moon helps with the veil being very thin also. The energy is getting really thick. And so therefore you as an empath, starseed or lightworker, will be picking up on things very, very easily. Very sensitive. You'll be very sensitive, I feel. So protecting that energy, and also, even if you protected your energy, releasing what is not yours throughout the day. Really checking in with yourself, saying, oh, feel really stressed. If you're feeling stressed or nervous or anxious, is it really yours? And if it is, what is it that you're so stressed, nervous, and anxious about, right? Some means of communicating with yourself and your higher self. Group 1, please. Can we have a card for group 1? Thank you. Group 2. For the full moon, pick a card. Group 2, angel, spirits, and guides. That one is it. That's group 3. No, there's another one from group 3 here. Thank you. Okay, group 2. There's another card for group 2. And then that one's for group 1. Ebb and flow, ocean. Going with the ebb and flow. 444 on the timer as I say that. Group 1, please. Can we have a group 1 card? There we go. Group 2, please. Thank you. Maybe you're wanting to discern your choice of cards from this that I'm putting down as well. We have decisions, friendships, and for group 3 we have listening. Listening to that inner guidance, listening to yourself. Group 2, please. Thank you. Group 3. Thank you. 2 more actually. One more for group 2. That's too many. One more for group 2, please. Thank you. And one more for group 3. Thank you. My right arm and shoulder are killing me. Life purpose cards. It's coming towards you for your future. I think this is going to be validation for some of you of which way to go or which way you're being drawn towards for your life purpose. For group 1, please. Life purpose card for group 1. Group 2. And group 3. Please and thank you. Okay, I'm back. I did pause it for a little bit. Had to take care of some stuff. I didn't really have to take care of shit. I got super sidetracked. My ADHD really kicks in after consuming caffeine. Alright, let's see what fairy messages are for you. Group 1. Group 2. Fairy message for group 2. Full moon pick a card, please. Yeah, I need to do that. And group 3. Anything else for group 2 or 1? Group 2, group 1. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to pull some romance cards too. Yeah, I got my throat chakra maybe need to be cleared. Maybe your throat chakra needs to be cleared. I might actually have to pause again and go do a Reiki energy healing on my throat chakra. Because now that I'm saying it out loud, I remember it was on my feed and I got sidetracked. And yeah, I got sidetracked. 3, what about group 1? Thank you. And yes, this is your soulmate from that deck. More angel messages here. We're just going to mix them up real quick. 1, 2, 3. It's just something, I guess it's a little bit of OCD. If one group has more than the other, I have to make it even, you know? Even Stevens. And I have a ton of decks, so I always put a ton of freaking cards in each group. Because I like to utilize all my decks that I have. Almost done here, I feel. Almost done. See, I can't tell when the messages repeat themselves because I'm not looking at the cards, right? Alright, there's more than one. What other cards, y'all? Of course. Group 1, please. Can we have one for group 1? Thank you. Group 2. Group 3. They came out for a reason, right? Alright, so as we go, I might pull more cards as well. I'll be right back. Alright, for those of you that chose number 1, or this beautiful pink full moon tarot card, and actually you can't even see how pink it is. That doesn't help either. Okay, well, trust me when I say it's pink, okay? So let's see what we got for you guys. Starting out, we've got move in a new direction. This could be pertaining, you're actually moving in a new direction, or you're changing course on something. Could be wanting to move to a different house. Could be wanting to do some cross-country traveling. Maybe it's on your bucket list, group 1. Here is your friendly reminder to get grounded and to remember to be mindful of your breath. You're getting prepared for something though, definitely. Because we have ceremony, invocation. She looks like she's preparing. Preparing for something. I think there's another card for you from that deck here. Getting prepared to make a decision. A decision in love. Having activation in something. Definitely having a time of reflection. Maybe a reflection on past relationships. And this was getting prepared to make a decision. It says, honor your top priorities. If it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no. A lot of blue here going on. I mentioned the throat chakra earlier while I was shuffling. So group 1, maybe you're needing to speak your truth or clear that throat chakra. You know, Sonia Choquette on YouTube has a lot of good videos, and a short one is like 15 minutes long on what the throat chakra really does and how it really helps. Alright, let's see what this one is. Inner child, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. 14:04 on the timer as I look over. So there could be reflection on your childhood. Extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So really coming forth and healing that inner child and that childhood trauma. Being proud of yourself and being proud about how far you have come. This full moon, if this isn't what you've been doing already, I think this is depicting towards your future, group 1. If you were drawn towards this card, now if you were drawn towards the timestamp, that's another story. I think if you're drawn towards the timestamp, you're going to be drawn towards more than one group as well. deciding to move in a different direction. Okay. Claiming your art. So being proud, maybe you are very artsy fartsy. So claim your art. That's also sacral chakra, both here. And we've got this orange card. So inner child is held in our sacral chakra, our sacrum. And that's where our creativity comes from too. So yeah, definitely reassessing the situations, reassessing the childhood, maybe realizing that your parents were just, you know, they had no idea what they were doing, right? None of us do whenever we first have our first kids. And we tend to be conditioned by our previous, like they were conditioned by their parents, right? And maybe realizing that your parents were just really dealing with their own unprocessed and unresolved childhood trauma, and so on and so forth into the generationals and the ancestors. Finding balance, though, finding balance in several different areas of your life, I feel. Being mindful of that breath also, and centering yourself whenever it comes time to make some decisions. The third eye chakra I was going to mention, and look, there's an eye in the middle of this triangle here. Number 26 or number 8 could be significant to you. But we have victim, hero, and villain. And I feel like you could have been portrayed as the hero in some situations. You could have been a victim in some other situations. And you could have also been a villain, okay? We all have those times to being held accountable in some way, shape, or form, whether we were the victim, the villain, or the hero. Acknowledging yourself and being proud of yourself, and acknowledging those instances when maybe you were the villain. Maybe you had a villain mentality for a long time, very negative outlook, and a very negative approach to people and situations. Oh, well, just because someone has more money than me and they drive nicer cars, they think they're better than me. But that's your projection on that, right? And I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but that's just an example of what I'm trying to say here. The book meaning of the number 26. The card in the bottom left position is the victim energy, and it's a feeling of helplessness about something or someone. And that's coming out from under that inner child, right? So maybe you realize how helpless you were, or reflecting back on the inner child, on the childhood memories, maybe be making you feel a little helpless and vulnerable. The bottom right position is the villain. You may become this when you show others how to solve their problem. So maybe if you're trying to help others, but you may be coming across as a know-it-all, group 1. Like, even though that's not what you're meaning to project out there, right? But we all have different perspectives and different views. And this could be maybe someone trying to make a decision and speaking their truth on how you made them feel in a previous situation, or you wanting to speak to someone how they made you feel in a previous situation. Okay, just put it where it fits in your situation or scenarios. The top position is the hero. Don't play the hero when they don't want to be rescued. Avoid being pulled into other people's issues. Allow them to be where they need to be, assisting only when asked. So I used to have a really hard time about this too, just putting my nose in it and making the butt of it my business, because I thought I knew better. I thought, oh, well, you need to look at it from this perspective, okay? So reassessing the situation and reassessing before you're approaching, reassessing before you make that decision to just spout off what you're thinking and feeling about the matter, regardless of if your opinion was asked or not. So the affirmation, I am allowing others to be where they need to be and resisting the urge to fix them. Finding balance. Resisting the urge to fix them and letting people be where they need to be, right? Even if your intuition is telling you something because that's what the moon is all about, right? Listening to your intuition and paying attention. But if you have that urge, taking a deep breath and reassessing the situation and think, how is this going to come across to them from the position they are in right now? How would my words affect them? So sometimes it's just better leaving something unsaid at the time, and then of course later they'll probably come back to you, and then you can give them that assessment. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Also, the crown chakra is very illuminated here. And we've got find balance, so balancing your chakras could be beneficial to you. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So, the intuition card also. Psychic and spiritual experiences. So your psychic awareness, your intuitiveness, your empathic abilities are very, very open. They're to a point where you're like, this is very extraordinary. Wow. Bringing them down though, asking your spirit team to put them in the position where they need to be organically and not letting them be overactive, okay? Because when they get overactive, there's this thing called a God mentality. So sometimes we need to be aware of that and just kind of take a step back in reflection upon how you've, how you're using those and how you're coming across to people with them. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Oracle cards. So maybe you've been thinking about getting some oracle cards or tarot cards, but look, new psychic and spiritual experiences, and then you have the oracle cards, which is this right here, right? So if you've been thinking about getting a set of oracle cards, this is your confirmation that you should totally do it. It would be very beneficial to you, and it would help you practice on your intuition, or even help you practice with your psychic experiences. Also, I'm being drawn to tell you that there are decks, oracle decks, specifically for psychics that you can pick up, and like psychic testing cards that have different shapes or symbols or colors on them as well, that you can use for yourself. Like say there's a card with a square, a triangle, and a heart, and then you put your finger on one, you mix them up, and then you put your finger on one and try to discern through a clear mind whether it's the square, the triangle, or the heart, whatever shapes I said. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. And I feel like that's going back to where, your ability to help counsel others or to help give them guidance. And you're right, in the past, you've done really, really well about that. But right now, Spirit's saying it's just a time to step back and let other people kind of make their own decisions and figure things out for themselves, because they're on a different spiritual and healing journey than what we are, right? Or what you are. A significant birthday holds the answers to your question. I'm feeling like there's a grandkid that may be having a birthday. Could be your birthday, could be a passed on loved one's birthday that's coming up. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. And that's not easy, especially when we've been going through life saying, I thought that's what I wanted. I thought, and then it turns out to not work for us, right? It's going to start coming up what you actually want to do in life. 24/24 on the timer. Comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Archangel Azrael. He is helping your heart to heal, probably helping it heal from those previous experiences in childhood. Clear your space. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. And then we've got Yeah, balancing and clearing your energy centers, aka your chakras, would be very beneficial to you, okay? And honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So there could be a trip coming up or that you're wanting to plan. Maybe you're actually going on your honeymoon. That could, was that signifying travel earlier? Did I mention I saw travel here? So that could be very well it. Maybe it's just a retreat that you're wanting to take for yourself or by yourself. Is there anything else for group 1? Let's see what you're manifesting. Philosopher's Stone. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. Your manifestations can come in quicker. Well, group 1, this is all I see for you. Clearing your space, though. Clearing your space will help your manifestations as well. Until next time, love and light. Hello, group 2, for those of you that chose the moon. Hello, group 2. I don't remember if I said hello, because I did click on it and then pause again. But for those of you who chose the yellow moon, okay, or maybe you just chose that timestamp, however you are drawn to them, let's see what we got for you. Let go of the need to be right. Peacekeeper, group 2. Well, actually, I'm going to get a few more cards from that same deck. Excuse me. There goes that throat chakra again. Oh, I need some new reading glasses. These keep sliding down my freaking nose. Driving me crazy. Alright. More cards for group 2, please. 1. 2. It's too many. Dream and journey on the bottom of the deck. Alright, and then we have make plans and focus. And shed old skin. So, I feel like group 2, you are shedding that skin already. You're letting go of the need to be right. You're letting go of that control. You're shifting your focus. You're making plans, more solid structural plans for your future. The buffalo or the snake may be a significance to you. Maybe you're seeing one of those quite often. Symbolic for you is what I heard. Symbolic. It's very symbolic for somebody. But also letting your guard down, not your guard, but your shields, letting them down and letting the truth come in. She's holding a peace pipe. So, maybe you're utilizing cannabis now. Medical marijuana, whatever you want to call it. For those of you who are into that kind of thing already, it would be very beneficial for you to utilize it into your spiritual practice. Always it's with the intention, right? What are the intentions we're setting behind it when we're using it? The time now is 3:33 also. Oh my gosh, you got another focus card here. Because we've got make plans and focus here. The crystals, so implementing crystals into your routine or activities. Sleeping with crystals also is coming to mind. And as I say that, I look over here at my little bag of crystals. clouds, shape-shifting. Yeah, you have this ability to conform to whatever group of people you are around at that time. It's not necessarily that you change yourself or your beliefs or your personality. It's just maybe something in your body language or your demeanor that changes whenever you're around a specific group of people as opposed to being by yourself. So that's about, you know, maybe you're different around friends than you are by yourself. Maybe you haven't really been noticed. Maybe you're noticing that you haven't really been your true authentic self around your friends. On this card it says, call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. There's a lot of browns here, a lot of earth tones. So maybe you're an earth sign, or you have earth placements in your chart. And actually, as I look over, I'm drawn to pull the moon cards, which I forgot to do for group 1. We're gonna do them now though, okay? Group two. And I'm gonna fix these cards real quick. All right, and as I'm putting the friendship card under the snake, shadowed skin, some of you might need to be leery about who you're letting in your circle, okay? You might be feeling like somebody, you know, is a snake in the grass. Also, you could have been releasing and shedding old friendships as well. Those relationships, you might notice that they're starting to distance themselves or fall out of your life. Like, oh, hey, I haven't heard from that person in a while. Labradorite may be of significance to you. And actually, the labradorite matches this card perfectly in the colors. Smudging, cleansing, clearing space, especially where you sleep at night. Smudging, cleansing, clearing your crystals also. Maybe making it a habit to do a daily practice for those. All right, what do we got for group 2 here in moon messages? Thank you. That's it. Okay. Nothing is yet set in stone. So just like these relationships that might be walking away from you or leaving, you know, this just goes to show that things could always change, right? Expect a powerful change. And that's coming out under the focus and let go of the need to be right, right? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. 777, and then look at the bigger picture. So you're finally starting to see the bigger picture, and we've got bow and arrows here, and we've got these arrows. So yeah, it's like some people are leaving your inner circle and other people are coming towards you. 33 on the timer. Group two. Be humble and push through any insecurities. So these kind of contradict each other, right? So for some of you, you might need to be practicing being humble. Maybe you're too humble. Group 2, you're too humble. You don't give yourself enough credit, but you do deal with self-confidence and self-esteem and insecurities, right? Expect a powerful change in these areas. You're shedding that skin. There's one more card here. Releasing your blocks. So maybe that's what this card is depicting towards too, is blocks that are leaving your life. All right, it's a cycle that has been completed for you. Starting to notice that cycle whenever it comes around. Also noticing what triggers those cycles, huh? Beginning to explore, going for new ventures, being more open to maybe things that you would normally consider out of your comfort zone. be decisive in these though. So group 1 had a card about indecision also. So maybe you are coming from group 1. As I say, maybe you're coming from group 1 and being indecisive. A strange child just walked through my yard. I've never seen that kid before. I've got my window, my curtain open here, and I just glanced up. So maybe, yeah, he's maybe exploring the neighborhood, right? Begin to explore. Getting outside, stepping outside of your comfort zone. This full moon and eclipse is helping you see the bigger picture though. It's helping you see from that different perspective, that higher perspective that you needed to. Imagination, number 45 or number 9. And I'm feeling drawn to study the picture for a moment. There's a lot of green here, a lot of earth energy, but also heart chakra I'm feeling. When we imagine things, good or bad, sometimes they seem to come to fruition, right? Be mindful about what you're imagining. If you're imagining worst case scenarios, try to buffer it and cancel it out, okay? Allow your creative spirit to take flight and roam to wonderful imaginary places. Creativity begins with your imagination, which leads to inspiration. Works of art, books and literature, trains, planes, and automobiles. None of these could have been invented unless creators indulged in their imagination. You are overflowing with inspiration and ready to bring forth magical creations. Indulge your imagination and you'll be glad you did. Also, for some, your intuition is giving you messages and guidance. It is not part of your imagination, but I also shared on the Facebook page today about discerning fear from intuition. So imagination plays a factor there too, right? Companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. You know, undivided attention is what I'm feeling on that card. Or maybe you need to speak your truth and letting somebody know that they need to give you their undivided attention, right? There's that self-love coming in here. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. And I mentioned something about letting your shields down earlier, right? Letting the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. Mother yourself, group 2. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Trust the cycle. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today. Salt bath, pedicure, or massage. So salt baths are usually really good at the full moon. So that would be very beneficial to you, group 2. When you take excellent care, and I said mother yourself, right? You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. So as I was reading that, thought about the friend thing going on over here, like you might have threatened others because of your take on things or how easy it is for you to do something. Maybe you're really talented in one area that they were not. They were like, oh man, how can you do that so easy? It's just an example, okay, I'm giving here. But, you know, maybe they felt threatened by you and they're just threatened by your ability to make plans and focus. Maybe they're threatened by your ability to trust. You've got focus. I thought you had 2 trust cards too. Okay, maybe I'm making this up. I don't freaking know. But somebody may be leaving your inner circle or being negative towards you. Like, you might be able to see through their BS, right? You can tell when they're being passively aggressive, and it's because they're threatened by you. They're jealous, essentially, right? Yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. And also the energy centers are lit up right there. So clearing your energy centers would be beneficial to you too. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. You are safe and supported by your angels and guides while you make this life change that you're doing. The fairies say love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. And so it says it's changing for the better. And then we also have, this is the romance card that this trust card came out on. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay? Get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. So we've got 3 different things here talking about changes, right? And you'll feel better too. You'll notice these little changes that you're making will make a world of difference for you. Maybe that's what you're beginning to explore, different avenues, different ways of implementing a healthier lifestyle into your everyday. Clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And the message just came through, trust in the invisible, which was from a card I dealt with earlier today. And of course, this naughty word right here, my loves, group 2, patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. They're talking about nurturing again, and then, so it's calling for you to trust and to have patience in matters, okay? Is there anything else for group 2? Listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Let go of any unnecessary worry or fears. And you will be having revelations that will make some things clear for you, okay, group 2? Choose love over fear. And this one right here, empathy. I am open to seeing the both sides of a situation. So a reminder that you are empathic, group 2. All right. And then we have study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. All right, live and let live, right? Love and let love. There's a time frame somebody's wondering about, so let's get a time frame. In the near future came to mind, but I'm going to go ahead. This one tried to come out perfect timing, so whatever will happen, it'll happen in perfect timing. Unlikely scenario. Everything happens within perfect timing, but you do have improving health within the next few months, okay? All right, group 2, if it helped, if it resonated, please hit the like and subscribe buttons for me. If you feel inclined to do so, let me know down below what resonated with you. If you feel this read was talking about somebody who is near and dear to you. Also, sharing it with that person too, okay? Love and light. Hello, group 3. For those of you that chose this moon card from the Light Seers Tarot, this beautiful green and blue, lots of sea, ocean colors there. All right, well, with each pile, I was drawn to do something a little different. What the hell is that card? Okay. I'm feeling kind of numb. I haven't really felt any kind of emotion. Actually, now that I'm realizing it, I didn't feel really any excitement or sadness or grief or joy or happiness. I haven't really felt anything. So maybe you guys are just feeling a little numb. The door to romance is opening for you, though. What else do we have for group 3? Community. Taking action. 6, 7, 8. Number synchronicity here. So maybe you're seeing stepping numbers like that a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. You get the picture, right? The Angel of Balance. So finding balance between friends and romance, maybe. Friends and home life, kids and romance. Put it in your situation, my dears. We have the fairies with earth magic and the lotus flower unfoldment. Definitely cycling through something and leveling up. Okay, maybe there are some relationships that all went away from you. Okay, 1 or 2. Maybe there's a relationship or friendship. You might have been seeing stuff about fairies quite a bit here lately. Earth magic, so the ability to connect with nature and Mother Gaia as well. Maybe you've been really drawn to outside or pictures of, you know, nice, beautiful landscapes. Paying attention and seeing the signs in nature that are being sent to you. But I feel like you do have some elementals or fairies that are around you helping you. It could be an ornery little fairy that keeps moving stuff in your home or making you think you misplaced something as well. We have listening. Listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. Maybe you feel the need to step away from a romantic relationship. Maybe you're seeing that you need to take action in going away. Maybe it's not serving your higher good. Okay, I'm going to pull from this other deck. Group 3. For others, if this is not resonating on them leaving a situation, you are finding new romance in an existing relationship. And also for those of you who are single or not really in union with anybody, that person is coming towards you, okay? The love of your life. Yeah, so yeah, it's 2 different situations here. We've got regeneration on the bottom of the deck. So there's a regeneration in an area of your life. So for those of you who are in union, you are realizing how blessed you are. And there is new life forming in that relationship. Ooh, you've been counting your blessings. You've been feeling very grateful here, group 3. Very grateful. And for those of you who are thinking or just ended a relationship or walked away from in a relationship, you realized it was a never-ending story. It was the same thing over and over and over again. They said, they apologized, said it wouldn't happen again. They wouldn't accuse you or threaten you or try to control you in any way, and then a few days to a few weeks later it's taking action towards that again, right? So this time you are calling back all those pieces of your soul that have been defragmented away from you. You are setting those building blocks for a better foundation in finding the right people to surround yourself with. Listen to your wise self on the matter. And we've got all these little fairies here too. These are fairies. And we have the fairies card. She's a fairy. Okay? It's okay. You have time though. Okay? It's okay. You have time to heal your heart as well. 5055 on the timer. And these are 2 number 10 cards. Huh, that's crazy. What number are these? 22. So you've got 33 and 22. And then we've got number 12 or number 3. Drop your shields. So that message came out for group 2 as well. So if you were drawn to them, this is why, okay? It's okay to drop your shields. For some of you, it's okay to open that door, drop your shield, and let the door on your heart open again, and to let that love in, especially love for yourself, okay? If you're coming out of that relationship area, this is signifying that it's time for you to work on yourself for a little while, right? I really wish my little heater would turn on. Ooh, it's chilly in here to me. Chilly, chilly, chilly. Also, yeah, there's an unfoldment in dropping your guard and really having that inner compass, listening to it and following it and letting it guide you. There's a lot of blues and greens here too. So the green is usually signified towards the heart chakra, and the blue is throat chakra and third eye chakra. And also you might be seeing heart symbols a lot, or shapes, because we've got 2 heart shapes here. You've caged your heart over for a long time because you've been put through the same thing over and over and over. But this time around, it's different. It's different for you. You had to go through that, and you had to learn. There were times where you knew you didn't or shouldn't have gone back. But we live and we learn, right? We make mistakes, and mistakes are only an opportunity to learn. You're going to be waking up to a new life. There's unfoldment here. I've already said that. Let's go to the next. What else is here? The romance card. Oh, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Group 3. Group 3. Releasing that ex. Uncaging yourself from that relationship and that situation. Only carry the key to your own heart. Do not give it back to anybody else, okay? They're kind of like a woe is me kind of feel going on here. See how they're both like got their arms over their faces, like, oh, woe is me. Don't feel sorry for yourself, group 3. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Learn from it and say, hey, I'm gonna do better this time around. This is a time for me, a time for healing, a time for releasing, taking action towards newer ventures that maybe that person was holding you back from. So here's validation for those who are not in union right now. It is in your future, okay? It's just time. 5454 was on the timer, but it's just time for you to, you know, heal yourself from those previous relationships. Heal yourself and learn to let your shields down and to uncage your heart, okay? And there's another heart symbol. Group 3. 3 hearts so far. And I'm feeling drawn for the book meaning on that as well. So let's see here. The divine is conspiring to help you achieve unity in a special relationship. Reap the rewards by committing to that special someone today. You have all the ingredients to build a happy life. You have all the ingredients to build a happy life. And we've got the building blocks card here. If you're already in a committed relationship, think about ways you can spend more time together to celebrate your bond. It is time to live well, love with all your heart, and laugh often. If you're on the lookout for a good business opportunity, it's time to enter into a new business relationship. So that could be depicting these cards as well. You know, there's a new business venture. Maybe it's you and some previous coworkers that are going to take action into this new unfoldment. Your life purpose fully supports you. You are fully supported. Yeah, you do. Like, even if you think it might seem silly, or if there are people in your life that are like trying to down you or dumb you down about the ideas that you're wanting to take action towards, you have people, like-minded people and support around you in the spirit realm as well, okay? Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Trust that intuition. Trust that you are, you know, taking action. You're on the right path right now. 5656 as I look over. Be true to yourself. And as I say be true to yourself, this candle I notice is out now. Trust yourself and be true to yourself. Don't snuff out your flame to appease other people's opinions about you, okay? I think the other day on Facebook I put something up about that. People are afraid to be their authentic selves because the opinion of other people about themselves is more important than their own opinion about themselves. Something of the sort, right? Yeah. Be patient. Be patient with yourself in the matter. Be patient with the person coming towards you. Those of you who are single, you got to be patient. You just go with the flow and do your damn thing, okay? Don't worry about the relationship aspect. We've got forgive here and release your ex. So maybe there's a sense of needing forgiveness or forgiving yourself in a situation or relationship, a previous relationship. They are going through their own karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current. But I feel for some they are working through their karmic debt right now. And this may be what's taking so long, because like us in those previous toxic relationships that we kept going back to, you know, how many times did we do it? How many times did we let our guard down and say, oh, okay, I believe you, it won't happen again? It's like they are resisting some kind of healing as well. So just be patient in the matter. They'll make their way to you in divine timing. Inner power, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. So tapping into that inner power, 5858 on the timer, walking away from the situation, walking away from those relationships or friendships that you know no longer serve your highest good, right? Giving you the courage to drop your shields, giving you the courage to actually trust yourself fully and trust that inner knowing when they say they're not going to do it again, and you know damn good and well that they're going to fucking do it again. Because so far they haven't shown any kind of change or anything, right? It's okay that you forgive them. That's totally fine. That is totally fine that you forgive, okay? That's what we're here to do, is forgive. But it's not okay to keep putting yourself through the same thing over and over, group 3. Look, business venture. And there was something about a business venture. Yeah. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. Wow. So yeah, take action in that. Your spirit team's saying, yes, go for it. Easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will open for you. Trying to control an outcome, trying to control the scenario or situation, trying to control other people, maybe controlling yourself too much. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Yeah. So I was speaking earlier about it's time for you to heal yourself and to really fill yourself out and feel yourself through this unfoldment and this tapping into your inner power and this new life that you're being blessed with. You are healing right now from all those previous instances, whether it was childhood trauma, narcissistic relationships, whatever it may be. Maybe you're having some PTSD from some really bad bosses in previous life, or teachers, or bullying in school. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. Reach for the stars and don't compromise. So not dimming your light to appease and do what you think others expect of you, right? You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So for some of you, this is true. For others, this is your validation that, you know, it would be wise if you have been wanting to seek out a counselor or a therapist. It's okay. Whatever you feel would help you in helping yourself, right? Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So that's another thing about following that intuition, listening to your wise self. And also your angel team will be communicating with you through your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and even dreams as well. You're going to make those necessary sacrifices, whether it might, you know, maybe you're needing to make that sacrifice to be alone for a little while. You don't know what to do with yourself, but that's what's unfolding, is you finding this is a rite of passage. You're going to be finding yourself again. Facing your shadow and really working out who you are. Thinking things through. And be open to love. It doesn't have to always be romantic love, okay? It's love from your family, love from your friends, love from your spirit team, love from your God, your Jesus, Aunt Jemima, whoever is wanting to give you love. Maybe it's your dog. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others, okay? Boom. Message is repeating now. The blue heron. Make a stand for what you believe in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others, okay? Well, this is all I have for you, Group 3. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and the subscribe thingy. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I will start out with the zodiac reads again coming up before long, or another pick a card. If you are having like any suggestions about some sort of pick a card you would like me to do, or a subject for a collective read, you can comment below. I'm open to everything. Until next time, Group 3, love and light.